This is a matchup we've been waiting for. Conference rivals who don't like each other very much, and heightened intensity here because both teams come in ranked in the top 10. Welcome to beautiful Annapolis, Maryland, and the home field for the Navy midshipmen, as we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the San Diego State Aztecs, taking on last season's national champions, the Navy midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Aztecs will kick this away to start us off. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the option play. QB decides to keep it here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Good job here, not predetermining what you want to do as a quarterback. You've read the defense, made the right read, pitched it out to his back, and he got a big gain as a result.
On 1st and 10, look at the throw. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Toss play to the outside. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Early in the season, Kirk, I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Well, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win could do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
He'll toss it to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Well, it wasn't necessarily pretty or a game-changer, but those option plays are sometimes best used to just get enough to just get a first down. I think that was the thinking on this last play. The defense has to be more aware in these kind of situations.
Stop short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
2nd down and goal upcoming. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy. That is a dream start for the offense. What an opening possession.
You know, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
Return here from inside the 15-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Receivers are bunched together. First play looking to throw it. Lets it go quickly. Oh, he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. 2nd down.
It was there, Chris. It was the right call. It was good execution. He just dropped it. That receiver's got to do a better job of finishing the play.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. A play action, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here. But I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That's how you defend the option. Take the quarterback away and then use your speed to bring the pitch back down.
They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's 3rd down and long. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this run? Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Now, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He fires this throw and is intercepted. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Well, mistake by the quarterback of putting that up in the air, but a great play by the free safety. You know, you sit back and cover 3. The center fielder is the free safety. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, and when that ball is released, he's got to show an athletic ability to be able to go find the football and come down with it for an interception.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Breaks free.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Here's the 2nd down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch downfield. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter.
San Diego State.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Important second down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick completion to the tight end. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the Aztecs looking to cash in this red zone trip. Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And he's got it, no problem.
Yeah, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Oh, and he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! We knew this returner was a dangerous guy. That was an electrifying play all the way to the house.
Chris, it was great blocking, but the guy just looked so natural back there. As far as once he got his hands on the ball, it was like he was setting up his blocks, knowing exactly where he wanted to go. And then once he hit it right around midfield, nobody was catching.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. San Diego State offense on the field now. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They've got him in the backfield, nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Catch made on the right side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Aztecs will send their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. He'll field it close to midfield. Can he make it? Touchdown, Navy! He'll sprawl into the end zone. McCarthy knew this guy was a dangerous returner. Took the football and just knifed through that coverage team.
You know, a lot of times we talk about vision. Usually we're talking about running backs trying to find a lane. But returners need to have that as well. And you saw how great vision allows this returner to kind of weave his way through the defenders for a touchdown.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. About coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Brown. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, it's got to start somewhere, and there's a nice first down to keep this drive alive and hope to be able to create a little bit of momentum here near the end of the first half, trying to cut into this lead and get some points on the board.
It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. The receiver makes the catch. He's found some room at the 45. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Watch big-time play by the wide receiver. He makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and then gets some yards afterward.
And the Aztecs will have 1st and 10 here. And there's the handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
We come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, drops back. Throws to the tight end. But it's incomplete. A fourth down stop. Turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
They'll run the option. Breaks into the clear. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down. Navy is lined up quickly here. They're going to run the option. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Well, if you're going to run this option play, you've got to be the one that's dictating the tempo. I feel like the defense right now is doing that. They did a nice job of getting to the quarterback. He didn't get many yards at all here.
Second down play coming up. He breaks free. He's got the first down and still motoring. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down at the 27. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. The pass is intercepted. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. That wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. It's a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll boot it away from the 20. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Davidson. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and it's a fumble. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Navy will kick it off as we start the second half. He's got it inside the 15. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
And the San Diego State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Aztecs offense back on the field now. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure a defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Boy, that slant is so dangerous for a defense to try to slow down. Great job of rallying to limit its yardage after the catch.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. He's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
The Aztecs will line up to punt it away. It's a low punt, won't travel very far. And here's the return now from midfield. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And here comes the Navy offense back out onto the field now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll try to run it with the option. Quarterback keeps the football.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. Gets the first and still running. Comes out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been strong today.
Oh, man, what a read here by this quarterback. You know, he's trying to keep it himself until the defense takes him away. Good job at pitching it. And how about the skill guys on this offense? Can they cover some ground? Great pickup for this offense.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. Touchdown, midshipman. They continue to roll up the score.
And that's a great example of the option working so well down inside the 10-yard line. The defense was caught off balance down near the goal line, and it translates into a touchdown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Return begins inside the 10. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage.
San Diego State offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the San Diego State offense back out there. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's caught. It's Brown. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that previous play. Looking for some space. It's Rainey. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Man, this defense just flies to the football. So gap sound up front with a defensive line and linebackers coming downhill. Safeties involved. One of the best run defenses in college football.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. It's a short completion to the big tight end. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
And the Aztecs will line up to boot it away. Back out to punt for the 4th time today. And this is a low liner. This won't go a long way. They'll down the punt just inside the 45-yard line. So here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 41. Here's the option play. Quarterback still with the football. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Yeah, the quarterback, to me, looked like his timing and rhythm just off a bit there on this option. Picked up some positive yards, but not able to get out in the open space and get a first down.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
that's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Swarm for the pass rush, a sack. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Punt team ready to boot it away.
18, on to punt it away.
Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Oh, he's bringing it back. Oh, and he goes out at the 1. So close to a pick six there, but a great play.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
First and goal here for the offense. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Oh, and it's fumbled. The lateral goes wrong. Scooped up in the defense.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
The San Diego State offense on the field now. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. Do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Off play action, he's looking to throw. The junior quarterback fortunate to avoid the turnover there.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Dropping back, it's Wilson. Quick throw to the left. Gets made on the out route. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. Aztecs will have to kick it away. On the kick now for the 5th time today. The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Navy offense comes back out onto the field. They moved it well last time, got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Past the 45. And they finally stop him. The quarterback keeper picks up great yardage and a first down. Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. They'll try the option play here. It's a quarterback keeper. The back's got it on the pitch. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option. Navy getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Pounding away with the run game. Headed for the end zone. He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
The Aztecs offense back on the field now. On the run, it's raining. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, is it just me, or is it a little bit strange that this offense continues to give this back the football, especially late in the game? He's got under 10 yards rushing in this game, hasn't been able to get anything going. It might be time to pivot and try something else.
Here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Throwing off play action. Tries the right with a quick throw. What a catch! They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
He stopped, but he gets a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first. Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Man, how impressive have these guys been in this football game. I really expected to see a very different outcome with the hype of this quarterback and the way he's played most of this year. But this defense has held him under 200 yards passing. They've got a nice lead, and they are not sitting back and resting on their laurels. They're applying more pressure, and they come up with a sack here.
On the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Tight end makes the grab.
Hey, there's the execution that's been lacking most of this game, but they'll take it. You know, you try to do everything that you can to learn and try to build for the future. And at this point in the game, it's obviously over, but you love to see the offense coordinator still giving this quarterback opportunities.
QB to the tight end for a completion. And the Aztecs pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play?
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a flag. Will it keep the drive alive? Does them no good. So the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, San Diego State.
Love this never say die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Breaks free. First down, looking for more now. He's in the clear at the 10 now. Well, this is a performance, Kirk, in a big showdown game late in this season. Tough competition to show what you're about. And they've made the clutch plays, and they got to be considered a serious contender going forward now.
Yeah, we've said this really all year. Obviously, it's not about how you start. It's about how you finish. And these guys have been on a mission since day one. And they're going to be a real problem in the next few weeks as we get the playoff off the ground.